Mr. Norris Deonarine, and this market, as well as the Port of Spain market, is synonymous. Norris was a fighter. Norris was a man of the people. No two ways about that. Norris was known by every single person at this market. Who didn't know him, didn't want to know him. Norris championed the cause of each individual in this market. I could say that with certainty. There's no two ways about that. Norris is sorely missed. Farmers now are going through a lot of trials and tribulations. We, the members of the Nffa, miss Norris exceedingly. He was the driving force. Norris would go out of his way, or so we thought. We didn't know that it was his way to champion the cause of each and every body. But he gave you your space. Norris was responsible for me becoming, I would use the word activist, for the rights of farmers. He told me, he said, Mukesh, you grow up in Aranguez, boy. You know what the farmers in Aranguez are going through. You talk on behalf of them. I will bring the news crew. I will stand up with you. You know what's going on. I can't come in Aranguez and talk on behalf of all you. I could bring the people so they could hear what all your problems are. Norris did that. When the overpass was being constructed, we were protesting. Norris was present. When the salmon tree was being cut, I took a stance to try to stop it, or to actually stop it. I was fish out of water at the time, trying to find out who could help in this situation. Knowing the connection Norris had, I called him. Fortunately for us, they were having the Drummit to the Summit in St. James. I called Norris. He said, what? They cutting down the salmon tree? All right, don't worry. You'll see some news crew coming down there just now. The next day, we were at the Savannah in Aranguez. That's the Sunday. Norris told me, he said, Mukesh, I mentioned it on Gael right away that they're cutting down the salmon tree. Because I myself was shocked when so many news reporters reached at the Aranguez Savannah on Saturday afternoon. Norris was responsible for that. He was a man who could have got things done. We miss him. His shoes are very hard to fill. We, the members of the National Foodcrop Farmers Association, trying hard, but it's difficult. He was more than just one person, and I think you all will agree with me. He did more than the law allows. We still at times say, boy, if that man was here, boy. But fate had it. One of Norris' mantras was land for the landless. Vashish is an expert on land, but Norris knew the basics. Land for the landless. This is what we are about, people. He was instrumental with Mr. Vasan Bharat, the first Minister of Agriculture under this regime, to organize a retreat at Paria Suites in La Romaine. Norris spoke to the minister and told him we need to meet with all the relevant stakeholders in agriculture to put forward a framework to carry agriculture forward. Mr. Vasan took his advice. held a retreat at Paria Suites. And things was going good until Mr. Vassan Bharat was removed. This is my opinion. Now, I think we are getting a lot of lip service. At that retreat, people, Norris urged me to speak. He said, "What happened? Come now man, go by the mic, make a contribution. You know you can handle your stories." I did. Norris was the man who took me to the TV station. He gave me the exposure. He gave me the confidence to speak, people. I couldn't do this just like that. He believed that, Mukesh, you could make a difference. He always encouraged me. This is what Norris was about, encouraging farmers. Don't worry, I will help all you. Anybody could have called Norris and he would make it his business to be there. I don't know how he did it. And any farmer you talk to could attest to that. Norris, I could go on and on, people. But we as farmers have to try to keep Norris's vision. Food for the nation is the motto of the National Foodcrop Farmers Association. Norris believed that. We too, if we didn't believe it, we wouldn't be farming. Farming is a passion. It's a passion, people. If you don't love agriculture, don't go into it. The monies might sound nice, but when you get the hard work, you go back out, unless you love it. The young generation, I ain't seen much young people here today, but let's encourage some of the youngsters. This is what Norris was about. He encouraged people. Let's take some of what I said and remember what Norris stood for, people. Unite as farmers. This is one of the things. If we are united, we could call the shots. Think about it. Look at what the French does when they don't get their way. Tractors in the street, food scattered all over the place. Why can't we as farmers unite and stop the biting? It mustn't only be about the dollar. We could take pride in what we do. Being a proud farmer. Vashil alluded to that. Let's take pride in what we do, so that we could walk the road with our heads high, not eyes a gardener. Right? I'm a farmer. I am putting food on the table. What will this population eat? Do we all know that food could be the next currency? Have we ever thought about it? Right now, the Koreans gesturing towards the United States with nuclear weapons. If a war was to start, you think Uncle Sam sending any food for Trinidad? Think about it. They have to feed themselves first. When will we think about that? When will our farmers stand up and say we must be respected? Anything goes. We just want to get back with dollar. Right? No, people. Let's demand some respect. I think Norris would agree with me. Thank you.